Salve Taurini e Taurine, siamo su Baldur's Gate. Prima che mi dimentico, mi raccomando, mi fate parlare. Famo così, Volevo dire intanto, lasciate like, commenti ed iscrizioni. Mi raccomando. Allora, trovare la sacerdotessa Goblin.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Look at this. That's God's mark. Ready for the absolute mark on your flesh. Yeah. And then I'll hear a voice.
Intanto io vorrei andare a salvare Volo.
Her voice is a blade. It'll cut your brain to bits.
Gribbo.
Oi, Gribbo. There's the prisoner.
Ain't a prick. Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
Quel piccione è mio. Proprio tuo.
Peach,
Ok, Picci.
keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I get hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
È uno scrittore piuttosto famoso, lo ammiravano ora.
Him? Nah. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illicit power is beyond reach until you rest.
Ma ti pare a te che un paladino deve intimidire a manetta? Dai. Fatto una CD 24.
All right, calm down. I don't want no trouble. Here's
Fuori
the
dai
key.
coglioni.
Pigeon's all yours.
Fuori dalle balle.
Look at this. I'm
E
quite
uno.
saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
Secondato la via no. Mettili in salvo e
I
sbrigati.
intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
Come ti hanno catturato? Non voglio...
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain.
Ecco. Bevi e sloggia. E Volo l'abbiamo salvato.
Stress. Greetings,
What the
child.
fuck?
I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviata, goddess of pain.
Ah, Are you also here to assist with the prisoner? I was invited to teach them some of my techniques. I live for pain and its intricacies.
Vabbè, ci mancava il sadomaso.
But alas, these goblins seem to thrive on the crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand.
Sì, stiamo parlando con un sadomaso,
Trying to
confermo.
discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one.
Che ci sta a provare?
We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Proviamo?
Your hide, your choice. Not quite my cup of tea, though.
Dai.
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both
Pensavo che Gil mi dava del
Loviatar
matto.
and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin.
Un po' inquietante come cosa, ma tanto c'è pure...
Yes, this will do nicely.
Spatranca.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
Un bambino sa colpire più forte. Dai, andiamo a intimidire proprio della serie. A cazzatura senza paura.
You want more? As you wish, dear one.
Would you have joined up with him if you'd known he'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Se vuoi unirti a Starion, prego,
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful. You want more?
Andiamo, roccaforte senza paura.
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you.
Guarisci forte e invoca inconsciamente pietà. Cerca di intrattenere. Andiamo sempre ad intimidire noi. Uno. No, ritiro. Niente,
Do not tease what you will not deliver, dear one.
Zitta e mena.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Loviatar's favor, every single strike must be met with an honest cry of pain.
Ho
Or
fallito
perhaps a
l'ultimo
touch of
tiro.
begging. Nevertheless, thank you. And I pray you've learned from today's little lesson.
Vabbè.
Looks like that's going to bruise.
Well, whatever you're into.
Not what I expected.
Io direi accampamento. Oh, volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you? That can't be.
No, invece è vero.
You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite
No,
exceptional.
proprio eccezionale. Bello di casa.
Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Allora, aspetta.
Are you familiar with the process of ceremorphosis? That is what happens when a mind flare parasite infects a living host. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flare. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
Invece no.
You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't
Siamo
it?
infettati, ma tu non mi credi. Siamo pure.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Allora, ok. Vediamo che cosa ci ha dato. Mettiamo i filtri più recenti. Allora, leggera. Quando ispiri una levata ispirazione bardica, sì, vabbè. Non c'ha nessuno che ha abilità bardiche. Non c'ho bardi nel party. Will. Chi è che appare?
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil gate vlaketh mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me.
Ma sarei perduta tu. Io che voglio campare.
I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Allora, persuasione. Basta quella, ma devi fare qualcosa di stupido. Che culo che c'ho vantaggio. Regà.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Sì, sì, Ehi, quanti eventi.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Ci abbiamo l'angelo custode.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Se poi mi fai capire chi sei, che cosa sei.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
Cioè, quindi mi starà di usarlo. Che è sto coso?
A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in.
Magari una sentinella spaziale, anzi dimensionale.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Va bene. In giro per il Ferun. Grazie.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Che ci dà di bello stavolta?
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Se ne meriterebbe pure due, che la pozione di
Scratch's
guarigione.
tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Mamma mia, quante cose nuove. Quante. Ah, Volo vuole ancora chiacchierare. Chiacchieriamo con Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Questo problema del parassita.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Se la rischiamo?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times
Signora
over.
miliare, te possino. Rischiamo,
Volo
dai.
carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces
Sì,
an
un
ice pick.
elefante.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the light. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild
Lieve
trauma.
trauma.
I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm
Volo.
sure you'll sort out
Ma
your
va a
little brain
cagare.
problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Raga, onestamente sapevo di questa cosa, me l'avevano detta. Danno subito, permette di vedere le creature invisibili. Ho fatto solo per quello, onestamente. Sapevo di questa cosa e ne ho bagabusato. Lo ammetto. Allora, abbiamo qui trovare la sacerdotessa Goblin.
Absolute's looking out for me now.
Nobody's gonna push us
Now
around.
here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess, receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Allora, di norma giocherei questa.
You've come to the right place. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
A posto. Dolci ragazzi, dopo la chierica qui Gut e il buon volo, con un Credendo Vides, chiudo la partita. Ci vediamo alla prossima. Bye bye.